start with the normal agenda, 3600, ordinance relating to records, retentions, and open records. That's you, Mr. Stringfield. Is there any comment?
The only comment I got to make is this actually was an ordinance that this legislative body had perfected, I believe. And then at the time after we had perfected that, we had some changes in the Sunshine Law for 2004. I believe the county councilor and possibly the county clerk attended these changes from the Attorney General. So what this does is this updates the perfection that this body was going to go ahead and do. It adds on, it covers us with the updates in the Sunshine Law. Also, it also stresses the fees, basically that we can charge according to the Sunshine provisions, and it also brings into light as far as custodian of records, which we've had some problems with throughout the county, and of course we brought in some problems that possibly we might have had as far as record retention. So it also covers that. What this legislation also does is it actually lets the citizen know who is in charge of records in certain departments. It lists, and normally it's the director. Now there's one thing that this thing does not cover that I think that, and I think that the county executive might be able to talk a little about it, or the county councilor, is that if we do implement this, that we need possibly, bodies that are affected with this either get certified or understand what the Sunshine Law is. So possibly we might have to have classes for the different entities. For instance, the prosecutor's got records. You've got human resources got records. The Jackson County legislators got records, and so on and so forth. And legislators, whether we're up to date on everything with the changes. So I will throw that back on the county executive and the county councilor as far as what we're going to do as far as certification to make sure that we get updated, that we are abiding by the changes in the 2004 Sunshine Law revisions that was passed by the Senate and the House, and that was the classes were given by the Attorney General, and I believe it was at Missouri Western was the classes for this entity. So this is something that we have given it to the county council. The county council has been working with the Secretary of State and has gone item to item, and I believe they can go ahead and make some comments on this. They've made some changes. They've added some things as far as retention, and the Secretary of State has given their blessings on a lot of the changes on this. So I would, Chair, I would like to turn that over to the county councilor and kind of back out on this at this point.
Before we speak to the county councilor, Troy, on the records retention, do you have anything to say on the records retention?
No, not, Mr. Chairman.
You're a man of few words today. Okay, go right ahead.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Stringfield's right. I would hesitate to say that the Secretary of State has blessed this legislation. They have not, but we have done our level best to make sure it parallels what's on their website and what we believe their policies are. Mr. Stringfield and County Executive Catherine Shields have both worked long and hard on this. It's gone back and forth through multiple drafts. The law requires under Section 610, under Chapter 610, that you all do need a policy, and this ordinance proposal will, in fact, create for this county a policy concerning open records and meetings. And Mr. Stringfield's absolutely right. If you all adopt this, one of the things that will happen is the counselor's office will contact the various departments through their managers and will roll out and offer a specific review for the affected managers as to what you keep and what you don't keep. It also has in it a provision of method by which people are able to ask for and get a check in terms of what is permitted for destruction and what isn't. The Secretary of State, as you know, publishes through a website a schedule of how long local governmental entities are supposed to keep certain records. And one of our ambitions in this is to make sure that the county follows this and that everyone who's affected by it is aware of it.
Mr. Chair,
yes,
could I make a comment? Because county councilor is correct. As far as the blessings, what I meant by that was, I believe Barb Fraser, through the county councilor's office worked with the Secretary of State, item to item, and asked them if this would be applicable, I believe, is the way
Right.
it worked.
Right, that's
And
my
they said,
understanding.
yes, this would be applicable. So, I'll just leave it at that, but they did work with the Secretary of State on this.
Is the administration signed off on this?
I believe so.
Okay.
Moves to recommend perfection.
Okay, second. All those in favor? Aye. Shall be recommended. 15371, a resolution awarding a 12-month term and supply contract for the furnishing of scanning device for use by Collections Department, document automation, development of Overland Park, Kansas, under the terms and conditions of electronic solicitation. Number BB20053, the award is made as need basis and does not obligate Jackson County to pay any specific amount. The availability of funds for specific purposes subject to annual appropriation. Go right ahead.
Mr. Chairman, my name is Chris Williams. I am the Director of Collection in Jackson County. This is for